What's good, my people? Today we have the updated version of the Zoro squad. We're gonna hop right into it. I took Breloom off and put Rotom and Corviknight because we had no Dragon switching for the most part other than Gambit, and we had no Dragon switching and no Fairy. I think there was no Fairy Resist, which made Valiant, which is increased incredibly in usage, obviously going to be a problem, and Excalibur, which is also increased a lot in usage, going to be a problem. So here we are. Let's see how this version does. So we're going to get this party started with first recognizing that the opponent's team is very weak to Ghost. I have potential Bandit Terra and Zoroark, potential Shadow Ball spam. He has a Zoroark as well, so this should be interesting. Zoroark can never copy Masquerain, which is a good thing. Gambit is solid here. Cinderace is damn good. He only has one switch in the Cinderace, just Dragonite. My Volcorb, it's not sub. You'll see. Volcorb can also destroy my opponent. Great Tusk is mid, pretty bad. Mid is pretty bad. Sticky Web is not an asset to him, so he's likely not going to prioritize it too much. And my Zoroark, it'd be helpful if my Zoroark copied my Dragapult. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lead Cinderace actually. I'm gonna have my Zoroark be my Dragapult. So interesting how my game plans are with this, because you notice my timer always goes down. So he actually leads with the Masquerain, which is pretty odd. I don't know, is this a Stun Spore or something? But obvious Power Ball into Sash. Tailwind, very interesting. So I'm guessing he's going to commit to the... Can you court change Tailwind, switches Mist? I don't know, but anyway, we're gonna go hard Corviknight here. It's our best play. He Hydros. Okay, so he Sticky Webs. Problem with this is that I can court change it back, so he's gonna go to something he's very confident can kill me. The problem is now it puts him. The Sticky Web doesn't matter that much to me, truth be told. So he asks for the Earthworm, potentially. I don't know if this is actually his Earthworm. So this could go a couple different ways. I could just Powerball straight up, which would bring him into range of. I mean, what could he get it to? I don't get this. I don't know what he could go to that I wouldn't be able to abuse his Sticky Web. The thing is, he would have gotten the Shed Tail off anyway, so the only thing that this would really benefit is maybe Dragonite, which I have solutions for, right? Because if he goes D-Knight, I just U-turn out into my my Dragapult, and if you dance, like, you have to deal with banded darts through the reflect. So he DDs again. A couple ways to skin this cat. Earthquake would knock me out. So what we're gonna do is Brave Bird first. If he has Fire Punch, that means he doesn't have. Means he doesn't have recovery. It's better to Brave Bird. I'm actually concerned it might 2-hit KO me because he's +3 now. Was this too rushed? No, because I have so yeah, I could have bulked up there and 1v1'd it. Okay. Alright then. What I'll end up doing is going to poke then. Actually he could have roost. I didn't think about that. He actually earthquaked, which was unnecessary. Pulse good, but it wasn't. I completely disagree with the earthquake play. I have the sticky web up, so it's not the end of the world. But again, there's nothing you can really go into. You could get the shed tail off if you'd like, but there's nothing you can really go into to abuse it. So me getting that counter sticky whip is going to be a big deal. Losing my pulp matters a lot to me because I had the infiltrator, but I don't think it changes anything. Like, he's going to get destroyed by my Cinderace once I Terra Fire, no matter what. Somewhat delaying the inevitable. So Oscar Valiant, which obviously neutralizes the boost. So what would this do? So Moonblast. I'd assume maybe Moonblast in. I don't need this either. Bulk up. Trying to think what stops me from just Cinderacing him. He hasn't Terra'd yet. Yeah, he already Terra'd, yeah. So like, what stops me from just Cinderacing him? Moonblast here into T-Bolt. Do I need this or do I want Corviknight more? Well, if he has Thunderbolt, Corviknight's gonna die anyway, so why give him 2 mods? So I Calm Minds, that's not that important. I could Terra Normal to eat the Thunderbolt, but the Terra Fire is better. Then I go Zoroark, Shadow Ball, then knock him out. Yeah, Focus Blast. Okay. Interesting. So we're gonna go to Cinderace, which is really my Zoroark. So we're gonna Shadow Ball here. We're gonna bluff the... So this is where a Pult would have been useful. Because I could just... I guess I don't really have shit to hit this. I'd have to Terra Pult, which I could do, but I would leave him behind the screens, which we don't want. So I played this game a little more recklessly than I could have. Like, even letting the Dragonite go. I didn't know the role on that, so now I know for future purpose. If he knew he couldn't 1v1 my Corvi, then you never set up D-Knight there. So he's in a catch-20 now. He's like, okay, do I focus by right? And so this is the beauty of the Zoro strats. Moonblast obviously knocks me out. Now if I miss, I'm in a pickle. Because the speed is 1.5, but I neutralized it, so it should have neutralized it. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, unless there's some rogue calc I'm not aware of, but sure, I'm banking on Cinderace hitting, but Gambit also destroys him. Yeah, unless the Goldengo is... I don't even know what the Goldengo would need to be, because then Tusk outspeeds the Goldengo. If it's Balloon Goldengo, then it's very unlikely that it has Fire Blast. So, him setting up the Sticky Web wasn't ideal, because it didn't have enough to punish me once he got this. Like, it wasn't like, okay, if he gets the sub up, what shall I do, right? Like, if you went to D-Knight, I had answers. If you went to anything, as you saw. So we're facing another shit tail team. It's funny because if I had the Loom, it would have been harder, especially because of his Valiant. That's where that big difference happened, right? Valiant, that particular style of team in Valiant would give me a lot of trouble, not because of skill, and that's what I realized. In that, and if I want people to use the team, or I wouldn't say I want you to use it, but if people are going to use the team, I want to make sure that they're not just losing to a poorly structured team, right? I want them to actually have a fighting chance. This is low, and I give you 4 U-turners, right, to abuse. So looking at this, Armor Rouge is an interesting ad. I don't really know what that has in store for me. I don't have I'm actually gonna pull in case this is Sash. Cinder is solid, but not at the same time. Zoroark, I want Zoroark to mimic Gambit. If it mimics Cinderace, it baits in Cinderace is a good mimic, actually. Cinderace is a good mimic. I have a couple ways to win this game. I could Corviknight sweep him quite easily, truth be told. I just need to get rid of the Armor. I don't know what the Armor is going to do, so let's find out. We're about to learn some shit here, because it's hard for me to game structure. He doesn't know if this is the Zoroark, and he's not sure if I'm physical. So that's the beauty of Pull, right? You get to... do I want to be... I was going to say, do I want to be allowing my Tusk to take the damage for the Roaring Moon, but I think with Choice... actually, Roaring Moon outspeeds me with the Choice Scarf. I have Terrified, but... so let's think this through. If we trade Tusk value for value here, what does that open up for me? That opens up my King Gambit quite a bit. So we're gonna Rocks first. The reason we Rocks there over knocking off, because I knew the Earthworm was coming in, but similarly, like if he Shed Tails here, what is he gonna do, right? I go to Pull. That's the downside of Shed Tail, particularly on a style team like this. Like, you can't Shed Tail to shit. You have to Shed Tail to the Great Tusk. He goes Armor. This guy has lost his mind. Like, he's truly lost his mind. Like, what's stopping me from Terra Ghosting here? I'm pretty sure Darts just kills you. Yeah, what the hell? I guess he didn't get the memo about Darts going through the substitute. So Earthworm comes in. There's no point in me. It's not even to stop the Shed Tail, truth be told. Even though I did stop it, funnily enough. I didn't expect to. But it wasn't about stopping the Shed Tail, because again, what is he going to go to? And the beauty of it as well is I can go Tusk and just spin, and there's nothing you can do. Like, in fact, my Tusk is about to beat you. Now that Armor Rouge is gone, it's a wrap. I don't know why he went to this in Acrobatics. Since he has an attack boost, he's slower than my Cinderace. Do I want to give up my Tusk for this? Say, what's the worst case scenario? Dragon Dances. Should just Terra Water EQ. I'm faster, right? Yeah. The worst case scenario was the DD, as he did go for it. I spin here. Because why the fuck not? I don't need the speed, but the Dragonite, everything loses to my Corviknight at this point. Everything loses to my everything at this point. So just knock here. Because why the fuck not, right? Again, he's gonna Earthworm. I don't think this one is bulk up. Let's see. If it is, then okay, knocks. Even if he goes to the Earthworm, the hell does that mean to me? But I like to wrap this up as quickly as possible. I just realized I made my team very physical. Like, if I run into a Dondoza, it's a wrap. So that's one downside. I could see the Pulp being changed to Specs since I modified it. Because I had Loom and Rotom before. So, you know, since I have no spikes, no nothing, Dondozo could wall my entire team. Like, that just struck me. I've been enjoying physical pull a lot though. But yeah, that's something to consider. Terra Dragon Specs pull. I still would have watched this guy as well, so you know, just wouldn't have dealt with the Loom as easily. Okay, let's go Corviknight here. Get that young bulk up. Even if he's bulk up too, doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see what you shall do. It's gonna reveal the special D-Knight. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at him. It's like, okay, I'm about to lose to this Corviknight. Let's go for fucking Dragon Dance. It's 3 attacks. So now Zoroark just comes in and does his damn thing. Yeah, so I think I didn't even Terra yet. So we're gonna grab one more. Well, not one more. Well, it could be one more because this should be a fun one because he's using that random stuff. It's not random anymore. I guess psychic spam is a thing now. Even though I've faced this, I only faced this maybe twice, and it's always been in this range. So I'm guessing this is like a 1600-1700 strat. I never see it in highlighter. And I'm actually Because I was tired of playing this part, but I'm curious to see what's in high ladder. I want to go back there, so we're gonna get a bit more serious. Really waiting on home to probably do the next #1 run. I'm not really inspired to do it now. Terra Ghost, he has Indeedee, which makes things a bit difficult, but Zoroark is a tricky motherfucker for a team like this to deal with, as well as Gambino, as well as Corvinado, as well as Cinderace, as well as all of the things. So what would be important to copy? I'd like Zoroark to copy Cinderace, or if I go Polt, what would he do? I'll go Gambit. So I'm actually Polt. I want Zoroark to copy. I never think about the defensive aspect. So let's say if it was Gambit versus this, what would he use? He'd use whatever the Terra is. Let's say it's Gambit versus, yeah, I let it be Gambit. I let it be Gambit. If I go Cinderace, what would he use on Cinderace? Yeah, I'd let it be Gambit. Oh shit. Okay. So this is an interesting one because you could go hard Hatter. Actually, this thing is weak to fucking bug, so I can just U-turn out here. I don't need to, because if he goes Hatterene, he could opt for Hatterene and say, okay, well, I'll do the eject button stuff, right? So if I darted on that, so Armor Rouges, this is what goes for expanding force and such, and is sashed. So let's say expanding forces. I don't remember how much. It's expanding forces. Corviknight takes on Poltergeist. It's expanding forces, and I go. What's his face? And this thing did something to me once, and I couldn't remember. Endure. That's what it had. Let's say expanding forces here, and fire moves. Oh wow, is that normal? Is that a thing people typically do, or did I just get outplayed? Okay, so my Zoroark's gonna copy something else then. Okay, I don't know what it's about to copy. Okay, it copies Polt. All right then. So this is good because I get to perfect. I get to get his Soka Sash. Now I got him looking like a fool, and he has no Ghost Resist. Man, you hate to see it. So this is a big fucking deal. He can go Indeedee, but I can U-turn on the Indeedee and fucking thrash him. Goes Hatterene gets drops, and I can Rocks, which is a big deal because these fuckers rely on Focus Sash. I don't have a lot of experience playing these teams, which is why people are probably like, yo, Jam, like, it does this and it does that. I don't know why I went back to Armor Rouge. I don't have I have my Focus Sash. Expanding Force should one-shot him with Shadow Ball, right? Yeah. Look at fucking Zoro. Go. And I outspeed everything except the Iron Moth's speed tie. Oh, you're about that tie? You're about that tie, bro? Problem is I got this young Dragapult in the back. And you don't want to smoke with that guy. That is a guy you do not want to smoke with. Now... it wins the tie, but as I said, I can go Polt. I don't know how he deals with this. Yeah, I was gonna go hard Polt there to save the Zoro. Like, how does he deal with this? He has to go Tusk here and pray. Yeah, because he's trying to get a free setup. The problem is that He's gonna double out. No. Fucking rocks. I was gonna say I could knock, but there's no point in knocking. What does he do? Healing Wish. Yeah, I go Cinder first. Cinder can't die to any one hit. Yeah. I was thinking if he Healing Wishes, it wouldn't matter. Did he already get the wish? What is those? No. Okay. Okay, so I just U-turn out into my Great Tusk here. And I stall until I can Sucker Punch. So what would be his best bet here? His best bet would be to do that and pray. He has a +1 speed. Let me think. It would go. Headlong rushes it to a KO on me. So I'd kill him, he'd go to the thing, he'd try to boost, but could he kill me? Could he kill my Corviknight? I don't think so. I don't think he could kill my Corviknight. That won't kill me. But he Terra'd, so I don't think... Yeah, I don't... Unless there's something I'm missing here, I don't think he can kill my Corviknight. Definitely can't kill it with stored power. So I've stalled out the Psychic Terrain turns effectively. I give up Cinderace here as he stored powers, and Corv should eat any hit he can go for, right? It's only Shadow Ball. I was like, is there something I'm missing? Yeah, so I don't know too much about what these things run, so I'm just using like general information I have. A critical turn, the Armor Cannon turn really threw me because I didn't expect him to Armor Cannon there. The reason being is that he had no data to know that I was choiced. I guess he could tell by the U-turn damage that I was banded. That's fair enough. And he's like, okay, well, his Armor Cannon logic was likely, well, if what can threaten me, right? Gambit would be the worst case if Gambit comes in and Terra. So actually a fairly decent Armor Cannon turn. That was a quick ass game. I could have sworn I was just on 21 minutes at the start of that battle. Maybe I was on 14. But yeah, as you see, the team is performing significantly differently, and that's because I have at least one wall in there, which is a Corv, not even a wall, because I didn't want to turn it into bulky. But it gives me a lot more wiggle room versus things that I'm not familiar with. Like, for example, every team we played today. At Zoroark, I'm really enjoying doing Zoroarky things to people. Right? That's a new verb. Zoroark. Well, that's an adjective. Zoroarky. Yeah. Keep thinking this is Virizion, but yeah, so Gambit can do work here. Certainly. Zoroark. My Zoroark being what helps me here? Being Gambino? My Zoroark being Gambit helps here. I'm actually tempted to that won't work. Oh, my Zoroark to be Gambit. Oh, he actually has an annoying fucking team. I could bulk up sweep him, but it'll require me. Actually, if I can get, I'm gonna make my Zoroark be Cinderace, and if I can do that, then I can catch his Toxapex most likely. I'm just worried that he'll go to Tusk on my Cinderace. So yeah, I'll let Zoroark be Cinderace. My Terra Ghost can really go a long way as well. Because I want to trick the Pex. Now he led fucking Tusk. I don't think this is Tusk, because that just makes no fucking sense. Like, why in God's name would you lead Tusk? So what I'm gonna do is U-turn here. If he's Zoroark, he's gonna stay in. Okay. This is the beauty of it. Now, he doesn't see the Libero. So he's like, okay, maybe this is his Zoroark. Right? This Pex is a bitch. It's an absolute Punkmon. Like, I can't deal with this. What the fuck? Just realized I have nothing for Pex. Yeah, team gonna have to go through another rework. This can't happen. I could go Tusk and bluff like Bandit Headlong Rush or something like that. Tusk is important though. It really opens me up to Gambit if I'm reckless with my Tusk. What to do? I have to play this the long way. So I'm Swords Dancing first. I know Tusk is coming in. It actually goes Corviknight. Interesting. Did not expect that, nor do I agree with it. Even if he's Body Press. Body Press won't knock me out, but the value you lost on your Ears Press. Okay, that almost knocked me out. Maybe this wasn't the best exchange. I honestly, I needed this. I wanted this. So his Corviknight being gone is a big deal for me. Because he's going to get ate by this banded fucking dart. But so if he leaves the Corviknight, then we're gonna trade. If he went Tusk there, I would have had some. So I lost my Gambit in exchange for his Corviknight. What does that mean for us? It's really about his fucking he keeps going Great Tusk. I don't think this is his Great Tusk, bros. But if it is, I need this Shadow Ball on him. I want to trick this so bad. The reason is because I want to trick his Pex. Tusk isn't really the issue, so I'm gonna U-turn here. Zoroark, yup. I was like, I fucking don't think this is his Tusk. Don't ever try to trick the Jamster. So if you thought I was Cinderace, then he's definitely going for a Shadow Ball, which Corviknight can eat. Or Hyper Voice or something of that nature, yeah. Oh, man. Out of it unscathed. And by that, based on that damage, you are Spectacles as a motherfucker. Oh, man. He's probably like, I'm gonna go Cinderace. He's probably like, why is he going Cinderace on me? Hopefully he goes through, if he has Baneful Bunker. I mean, this is clearly my Zoroark. Like, why the fuck would I go Cinderace? But he has Black Sludge, which I don't want to take. Black Sludge isn't what I wanted. This is wonderful. Wonderful, because I want to T-Spike him back. I really want to trick again here. Like, tricking again here is so good. But if he leaves it in, I get Cinderace. Because I'm like, this is such a bad play to leave it in. Yeah. Oh, he goes back to Zoroark, though. Well, I've confirmed it being Spexed. So I'm Powerballing 3000% here. He's leaving this and he's like, I don't want you court changing on me. I know what these Cinderace like to do. They like to court change. Yes, we do. And I'm court changing the fuck on this. Because I want your Tusk poisoned. Especially because you went Pex hard. I want your Tusk poisoned. And you're likely going to Toxic. Now, I could U-turn out. Because I said I want his Tusk poison and I can pressure. So he surfs. Which is the worst possible play. Because if you know I'm leaving it in, then I'm going to go for something that... So yeah, this is amazing. Alright, so what do I want to do then? If I go... I can't go Tusk. If I go Corviknight and U-turn, he's going to go to Gambit. If I go to my Dragapult, he's going to go to his Gambit. Because what I want to do is force him in a position. I'll U-turn here, actually. Yeah, so if he goes Gambit here, I get to go Great Tusk and Earthquake. If he goes Gambit on my... If he goes Pex on my Great Tusk, then he gets Quaked. Oh, positioning his power, and he took some U-turn damage, so soon he'll be daughtable. So that trick is big, man, because Pex was a bitch to me. When I looked at him, I was like, oh, I think I over-indexed. So yeah, we forced his hand with Pex, and now we got him looking like a fool. Because now, actually, better to Rogs. Is that a bit greedy? What's the worst case scenario? He goes to that Virizion thing. There's no way in hell he just socks the Pex. I can't have him doubling back to Pex and losing the item. He won't do it this turn because I just EQ'd. And Rapid Spin is a possibility. I could see him Zoroarking too, so that's perfect. What he doesn't realize is he could get swept by this Tusk if he's not careful. If I spin too much, it's a wrap. But I have no reason. Rocks the first turn. Rocks his first turn is actually good on the off chance he goes to, because I'm way ahead. Like I have leftovers, his items knocked off. Oh, and you're close combat. Oh no. So we spin together here. Birds of a feather spin together. And then I can knock him out with EQ next turn. So he leaves. Oh, that's wondrous. Especially because you're attack boosting. You must have well, I'm just faster than him. I'm just a little bit faster. Actually, I did nothing, but he shouldn't be able to kill me. He crit. That, truth be told, that was a shit play on my end. Like, looking back, I'm like, why would I even leave this in? That was a horrible play on my end. I deserved to fucking get killed there, truth be told to you. I don't know why I left that in. He was clearly frustrated by my like, that was which is unlike me. Usually I'm like very calculated about things. Now the reason partly as well is because I don't think I can lose. I wouldn't say I don't think I can lose. It's unlikely that my Corviknight can't pull this through since I tricked his Pex. But having my Great Tusk when he had no fucking ground switching and I just opened up his Gambit, you know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid, truth be told. It's just a dumb freaking decision that I did. And now I open up his freaking I just switched from Dragapult to Dragapult. I wonder what this is. This Dragapult just came in and then it came out and it came back in. What kind of sorcery is this? But again, I still have my Terra, which will be helpful in case I need to Brave Bird the Spec Zoroark on a Flamethrower. But man, I just made, oh, what the fuck was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. So learn from my mistake there. Wasn't thinking. That's what I was thinking. This is an interesting decision because he could lose a mon. Like him going Pex. Like, because I could just Shadow Ball into Flamethrower. Now, my Zoroark's going to take a lot of damage from that. 27 Toxic Spikes. His Great Tusk never got paralyzed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He did some dumb shit. Yes. I figured that would work. Oh, he went to Zoroark. He didn't go to Gambit. It did work. I mean, he made me think I caught his Gambit. Damn. So we always trick here to give the Black Sludge. He could Sucker Punch. He may not. He may not. The Black Sludge puts him on a timer. If he goes back to Pex, dude's a fucking king. So they Terra Fairies to cover for, okay, Katal Cleave. This helps and it hurts. He's sludged, but is he faster than my Corviknight? Because what I could do is go Cinderace. Because I need, his Tusk is still an issue. What to do here? What's the worst case? That he Swords Dances? I'm going to say he's slower than me, yes. Yeah, I figured if he did SD, the problem with this is that Spray Bird the better player than bulking up. Let's say he bulks up and he crits me. Because the thing about it is that I'm faster. Sucker Punch can't kill me. I die to Brave Bird plus, and then I go to Pult. Actually gonna bulk up again here. I kind of need to. Yeah, it does nothing. Okay, blessed. That shit did nothing to me. So I can, if Sakatao did that little, I'm gonna roost the first turn. Because then if he SDs, then I can Brave Bird the next. Yeah. I didn't expect him to the way he was playing. I figured he wouldn't sucker, but
And if he crits me on the next one, that's gonna be a bitch. So I'd rather knock him out. I'll be really low to sucker, but then his Great Tusk would have to CC to knock me out. I'd be able to go to Dragapult, Dragon Darts, kill that, or he'd have to sack Pex. And if Pex dies, then have Dragon Darts, Dick Tusk, and Pyro Ball / High Jump Kick. That's if the Tusk doesn't just straight up die, because it seems to be offensive. But that was a close one, man. We had to be crafty right there. And we're gonna use this team again tomorrow. I'll edit it again so that we're not like bulky waters are just a pain. So we got to make one more edit. But yeah, link will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.